everyone, Zero Jetty here with the X-Play Fans channel. I'm here to give you a quick taste of Dungeon Rushers. I'm actually really enjoying this game. It's a kind of a very much an RPG, let's say dungeon crawler light kind of game. You're not actually physically navigating the dungeons. You got an overhead kind of tile view. It's so far it's been fairly linear where you're going from dungeon to dungeon to dungeon to dungeon to go through them. Dungeons have two modes: the original rush mode where you just kind of go through them, where you have little like bonuses and a treasure chest at the end. If you do all the bonuses, you get extra treasure and fun stuff like that, encountering enemies, disabling traps. There are events and all that kind of fun stuff. And heroic mode, from what I've seen, is just harder and more loot to do an older dungeon. So let's actually backtrack. So this first one, I've actually done all the bonus challenges, and I've done the heroic mode. The second one, I've done all the challenges. This one I've just completed. Recently, I unlocked the like an area that had multiple floors, and it's all other games like this. The higher you go, the better loot. So I'm assuming that the more you do it, the better loot you get. So on the right, actually, is my party. I got my ranger, Ilin. Probably butchering that name. I have Thorgrim, which is my, of course, dwarf. And then I have Pod, who's my bard, who has like buffs and all kinds of stuff like that. Thorgrim has a stun attack. Of course, my ranger has a bow and arrow and a dagger attack and poison. You can see them all here. So far, I've unlocked the shop where you can buy and sell stuff. And then I have a crafting thing, or it's kind of like, hey, if you get these items in the dungeon, they're used for crafting. You throw them together and you can make stuff. I can make beer. Let's make some beer. There we go. We made beer. So now I've unlocked more stuff, but I don't have any of the crafting materials. So if I wanted to, let's go back and do this dungeon here. So this is how the dungeons are laid out. I have my overhead viewpoint. My characters are right there, of course. On the left, you'll actually see that I can't, like left and top, I can go either way, but I don't know what's there. I actually have abilities here that I can use to be like, hey, let's reveal the spots. So there's nothing in these adjacent areas, so I can go there safely. I also have, hey, unveil like where stuff is, or hey, recover mana. This uses energy, which is separate from health and mana. So the dungeon is essentially just kind of running around here, uncovering tiles and seeing what is what. So, enemies. Standard RPG kind of thing, turn-based combat kind of thing. This game, however, has a unique aspect that I enjoy a lot, is that characters actually have abilities they can use before battle that use energy. So Pod here actually has Lullaby, which gives a chance to put the enemies to sleep at the beginning of battle, and it costs 4 energy. Gonna use it. Now we're gonna get into battle, and boom, this is your meat, like your meat and potatoes of the main game, your turn-based combat. Very standard. Upper left, health, mana, person, energy. Upper right, turn order. So since technically this guy, crossbow guy, was asleep, his turn got skipped, but he got woken up. Oh well, it was worth it. Bottom left, of course, skip a turn, or you can switch positions. You can defend, or you can use potions. For her, I'm going to actually use her ranged attack and take him out, since I know it's a one-shot kill. Everyone has 3 skills. So we're just going to start bashing on these guys and go through it. Like I said before, this guy can like silence, damage, or boost armor, which I'm going to do. Boosts for this game actually don't end at the end of battle. See, this will, for him, for this, it'll last 4 hits. So she's actually going to be able to go through multiple battles, if I'm lucky, with this boosted armor, which I really like. Since these were weaker enemies, I only got 2 gold. But this is essentially what the dungeons are. You're just kind of, well, rushing through them. So I've actually, in the bottom left, you'll see my challenges. I'll explain more once we get through this battle. Quickly pop this guy out. That's a wizard, which I find kind of weird. I'm not okay with the skeletal wizard idea, because in my mind, to have mana, you need to be alive, because that's essentially life magic, if you ask me. So at the bottom left, it actually shows my challenges. All monsters slain, haven't done that yet. No ability used. I actually used the ability at the beginning of that one battle to sleep them. And then all events, we have not encountered one yet. Hopefully there'll be one right around the corner. I can look around where I've been with the right stick. So if I want to, I can actually just leave the dungeon with B. I can check status and use items with Y. All right, so this is an event. I can choose to inspect the statue and possibly get a good benefit, but there's also a chance I'll get a bad benefit. So we're going to hit it. Magical power. So that just boosted my magic for the next few rounds. It's a barrel. What could possibly be in there? Oh, we're drunk now. Awesome. So actually, my dwarf is actually immune to being drunk. So let's see what that is. Oh, I can't get down to it, can I? Oh, well. So that's actually a trap, and I went here on purpose. So my hunter, of course, can be like, oh, hey, I can disable this. Or I can use my dwarf and be like, I go first. He will take the entirety of the trap, and it will only affect him. So it's essentially like in Final Fantasy, the class that will, I believe it's Knight, will jump in to take a critical hit for someone else in the party. So we're going to keep on going on through and battling. But this is essentially what mostly what the game is. I'm guessing it'll get harder and harder. You'll get more party members. It's alluded to that you might get more than your party can handle, which I'm okay with. I really hope we get a healer at some point and a mage. I am very much old school. Warrior, mage, healer, and then rogue kind of thing. Rogue being like the archer and all that kind of fun stuff. So we've been everywhere, so we're gonna check on out of here. Since I've already gotten this treasure chest before, I'm not gonna get anything crazy. So it's essentially just, hey, completion's sake. So they have more stuff at the shop. Nothing super interesting. I'm gonna sell this beer. Oh, I sold something I did not want to. So the shop actually has something I've been waiting to check out, and it's these gambling, and I don't know what this is. So, oh, okay, it could give you just a random. Oh, so I got an ash bow, which is really good. So one of her skills actually allows it so I can, if I want, I can have both a shield and a offhanded item. She doesn't have that skill yet, so I'm just going to move that to him. +1. All right, so that's good. So his stuff's pretty good. Actually, I'll go ahead and show you the skill tree for them. Nothing super crazy. Just like, hey, increases the chances of poison happening, reduces the cost of skills and stuff like that. But it's pretty cool. So like this, I'm guessing once I like max it out, I can be like multiple people hit, and there's a chance to catch them on fire, because flaming arrows are always amazing. So that's actually about it. It's very simple. I'm enjoying it a lot. Let's go through. Let's take you through the guy right here, and we'll go through the second floor, and then I'll let you all go. I think that means this is actually randomly generated, so that'd be really cool that if some of the areas are randomly generated. From the other dungeons that I've played so far, they seem fairly, like, I don't notice anything being insanely different. Oh, so I actually went a little too fast there and kind of screwed myself. But so far, nothing's been crazy hard. That's actually the same log that I sold to the lady by mistake. Nothing's been like crazy hard to beat or anything like that. I haven't encountered any bosses. That's a crit. Awesome. Gotta love those crits. But dungeon rushers, I'm actually kind of super into this. So what can be in this medical supply? Regeneration. Yes. Most of the achievements are clear this amount of castles or dungeons, make this many items, or like activate this many events. Nothing crazy that's going to take forever. A lot of it seems like it'll be natural progression throughout the game. So we'll just keep on rolling. Of course, when you level up, you get skill points. There's no stat point allocations, because that's it feels like it's been kind of like streamlined for that. So pop him. Oh, so he just summoned a bone, dude. Man, you are not a nice person. We're gonna mute you. It's not. Oh, maybe it's not. It's maybe because it's too far away. So he has an AoE attack. Boom, boom. and then finish you off. Oh, I bet that's the bow I just got. It totally is. I haven't seen any like equipment restrictions yet. Actually, here's a really good example of a fight. So this guy up here is actually strong against certain attacks. He's got armor, and they actually really nicely pointed that out in a tutorial earlier. They've tutorialized the game very well. So this is actually really good against armor targets and has a chance to stun, which it did. So we're now going to silence them, which I think is pretty awesome that we got a silence that also damages stuff. When someone is knocked out, you can... I've so far not found a way to revive them. So we'll whack out these two dudes. I'm not too worried about losing him. He's actually been useful, unlike most bards. D&D joke. But he hasn't sung for me yet. He has not tried to serenade me. So I actually have a choice now. I can go back and explore more of the dungeon, get more experience points, possibly more loot. I'm gonna grab this and check on out. So that was a fairly decent dungeon. I'm not gonna get like millions of gold. I doubt. I feel like it feels like 139 is gonna be like a basic kind of amount I have, like a low amount, but it's not gonna be like you have 10,000 gold. This is as far as I'm allowed to scroll, so I'm guessing it's going to be in this area, and it's going to be a lot of replaying the same dungeons to get more stuff, kind of grinding, which might get a little tiring. But anyways, this was Dungeon Rushers. I am ZeroJD, this is the XBLA Fans channel. Really digging it. Very simple kind of RPG mechanics. Really excited to actually see who else gets added to my party. Let's see, I can actually go and check this out and be like, hey, I want to move you up to the front. You never put the bard on the front. That's really dumb. On the right here, there's a tooltip about something about switching out on the right. So hopefully I unlock some more people. Really would love like a dedicated healer. But again, ZeroJD, check out our other videos on the XBLA Fans channel. Thank you so much for joining me. I would recommend this game. It's fun. I'm going to keep playing. Bye.